All right, welcome back. So we're pushing on with strings, and we're going to talk about this weird little, kind of quirky niche topic about strings called escape characters. I've also heard them called escape sequences. I think officially on the docs are called sequences. But the idea here is that inside of strings, inside of quotes, we have special sequences we can add, which will be transformed or interpreted differently by Python to do something special. So the classic example is to add a return inside of a string. So if we just tried to make a variable with a return in it, like, I don't know, let's say new line equals hello, and then I want a return in there, if I just hit enter, it's too early and Python doesn't know what to do and it freaks out. So that's not valid. So we really need something like this that we could add in. Please add new line here, pretty please, but hopefully something shorter. And obviously that doesn't work. So the solution, and this is not just unique to Python, most languages support these escape sequences. They all start with backslashes. So here's a list on the docs. I've included it as a resource, but really I'd say the vast majority of these you don't really need to care about or know about, but I'll point out a couple. And the first one is this /n, \n, and this will create a new line. So that's the one we were looking for. So if we did this, new line variable equals the string hello world, we add \n. When we print it out, we get hello and then world. So let's try it. I'll do new line equals hi and then \n there. And let's not even add that space there. Let's just do it like this. And if I look at new line, it doesn't actually format it, but then if I print new line, I get hi and then there. Okay, so that's the first escape sequence, \n, but there's also a couple more. And they all start with \. So another one I'll show you, let's say you wanted to add a \. Well, if you just tried to add a \, Python will think that it's the beginning of an escape sequence. So it's actually double \. So, we could do string equals this is a \. And if I just tried to do this, you see it get an error. But if I do a double \, now I look at string, well, if I print string, everything works out dandy. Now, as I was preparing for this video, I kind of noticed one in particular that is just bizarre to me, that there's a backspace escape sequence. So you can do this, which just seems really weird to me. Let's do str equals hello, and then somewhere in the middle, I can just do \b, and it just acts to delete one of the characters. So if I just look at string, you can see it gets turned into this weird ASCII thing. But now if I print string, it deleted an L. I have no idea why you would want that. Just kind of a weird thing. The only other two I'll point out, if you actually want double quotes for sure inside of your string and you are using double quotes already. So let's say, I had string equals, he said, ha, ha. Right? And I want double quotes for some reason. I don't want to change this to single quotes, or I don't want to change the outer ones to single quotes. You can do \quote, just like that. Well, not like that, like this. And this works. So this is the alternative to mixing and matching double and single strings or quotes. And if I look at string now, you can see it works just fine. Same thing with single quotes. I won't make you watch it, but I could use \, single quote inside of a single quoted string, and there's no problem. And I look at str, and basically Python will read this and say, okay, this is a string that starts with a single quote, keep going until we hit another single quote, and it gets to here, sees the \, and it's like, oh, what a relief, this isn't the end of the string. I thought it was, but it's not. This is an escape sequence, keeps going. Oh, what a relief, another escape sequence, and then it hits the end, and it's like, okay, my time's over, the string is done. And that's it. So escape sequences, not that commonly used, but the new line one, I'd say, and the quotation ones in particular. But there are some weird ones if you want to explore the docs. All right, we're done.